Hello friends, this is Dimitri and welcome to a new episode of Road to Chrono. And I'm actually doing something Duart79 actually asked. He actually enjoyed me ranting about how Inazuma, the old Inazumas were better than this game. And he suggested, why don't I do that and talk about the old Inazumas when I go against teams from the old Inazumas. So that's what I'm gonna do today. We're going against Raimon again with my secondary team, which is just made of players that I wanted to use but I never got to actually. And we're going against Raimon, and we're gonna try and win. Again, try, because this team is not trained. This team is using a formation I am really not used to. And, it has untrained moves and stuff like that, so yeah. But let's try anyway, let's try. Wow, I actually got to the goal pretty freaking easily. But anyway, hope you guys are okay. And I should be, talking about Inazuma, and I've been thinking about this a little bit, and the old Inazuma, no, not the old Inazuma, every single Inazuma starts with the same premise, if you've noticed, which is the underdog team. Basically, Raimon, or the specific incarnation of Raimon, always starts as an underdog, aka the weakling, and they always move up from that somehow. I find it really interesting that, we've been seeing the same thing a few times now, and we still enjoy the underdog story. We've seen it in Rocky, we've seen it in other movies, we've seen it pretty much anywhere and everywhere. Though what does Inazuma 11 bring to the table? Well, besides the Dragon Ball Z stuff, it does bring something new. The characters. You're just not seeing one underdog. You're seeing a whole bunch of them trying to fight for what they believe is right, or trying to succeed at their goal. And that's, in my opinion, what makes Inazuma Inazuma. It's not just one character, it's just a whole bunch of them. Which I do find it somewhat curious. Though, what makes the old Inazuma better than the new one? And attention, at the time of this recording, I still haven't seen Galaxy. People have recommended to me, and from like the gameplay I've seen and like the story things you can see from the gameplay, it does seem to recall to the old Inazuma, and that's very thoughtful. That is very cool, because the old Inazuma is pretty much what I want to see in Inazuma, if you get what I mean. And is it the characters? Is it the story? Is it the moves? Well, the first season of Inazuma, Inazuma 1, let's call it that, had this little allegory that I think always sticked with Inazuma 11 like till today, which is the little allegory of drugs. If you don't know what I mean, well, you got... No, it's drugs and corruption in soccer and sports, pretty much. We got Kabayama Reiji trying to control football, so pretty much trying to control sport, so his team can always win. And he got Zeus, who pretty much uses ambrosia, which is a drug that makes your players actually be somewhat like gods. And this stays till the rest of season of all the Inazumas until Go, because season 2 you had the Alice Academy, which surprisingly, they use a meteor. You can actually relate that to some type of drugs if you want to. And then in Inazuma 3 we got the whole subplot with the ultimate soccer soldier player stuff. So it's still there, and one must ask, why are we still watching the same stuff? Why is it so compelling? I don't believe I have the answer for this. Maybe it's because we just enjoy it. Maybe it's because we want to see the characters succeed. We want to see the characters, you know, survive against this very adversive, how can I say, condition. But then again, we have Go, which is pretty much the same underdog story, but with but without the drug allegory. So, what is it that makes Go less likable, at least the first 2 seasons? Well, the characters seem to be copy and pasted. When I see Endo, I know it's Endo because of his personality. Tenma seems a mixture of Endo and someone else. And there's a lot of things you can just harp on, how many characters seem to be just copy and pasted from this first season. You know, when I remember Amagi, I remember the Kabayama clone. Or Kagayama, I always mistake those two, goddammit. When I remember Tsurugi, I remember a Goenji wannabe. And that's mainly what brings it down to me. It's not, I'm basically seeing my old characters just, you know, with a new coat of paint. And is it fair to judge Inazuma Go just like that? I honestly have no idea. But then again, we also have the games. And we all know the games pretty much focus around the same thing. Sure, we have a few more refined, how can I say, features here and there, but the games are still essentially the same. And why does Inazuma Go fall short where Inazuma 1 and Inazuma 3, in my opinion, were very successful? Well, I think it all comes down to the, how can I say, it's not originality. It's more like the variety in moves. I mean, there's variety in characters, that's for sure. But when a game has so little moves that you can pretty much predict what moves this certain character will have, I think you have a problem. Don't take me wrong, in Inazuma 1 some movesets were predictable, of course. I mean, we can expect a player from Zeus to have the Sabaki no Tetsui and Reflect Buster, of course. But I just don't see a lot of, you know, copy and pasted stuff in Inazuma 1. You could get a ton of crazy movesets in Inazuma 1 because the players just, it didn't seem balanced at all. It seemed very random, actually, at least in my opinion. And I always asked myself, you know, why would they give this player this types of moves when these stats don't you know, combine, when the stats really don't say he should have this? And I think I found the reason, because it's more unpredictable. You never know what you're getting into. I mean, yeah, sure, it is unpredictable here in some degree. I won't say it isn't. But it's far more predictable, you know, and you get sick of seeing always the same old moves. I don't know if I'm getting a point across here or not, but it is very... The movesets in this game are very predictable, and then the stuff you gotta do to get certain characters that supposedly are version exclusive are just not worth it. I mean, for me to get Hakuryu, which is a version exclusive, I need to link. How does that make any sense? Or to get other scout characters that are teased to me. Like, if you're teasing me this, then you shouldn't really make it, you know, a post link. Tease it after I link it. Don't tease me so I somehow force myself to buy a new game or something. It's just not good. It's just, it brings a bad taste whenever I say level 5 nowadays. Thankfully they dropped this, how can I say, politic after this game in Inazuma Go. Chrono Stone, post-link characters are post-link characters, and that's the end of the story. Because, hey, I can scout Vanity Vamp or Garsha if I feel like it. Even if I don't have the other version, or I don't have a friend with the other version, so that's pretty good. I just... I don't know if I'm getting points across or not, but I just don't see this game as high as I see the others. It doesn't have variety in movesets. It doesn't have variety in music. I mean, I am sick and tired of the bad guy music, because it plays every time I play against a plot important team from previous Inazuma games, and I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna go against this team, then I gotta go hear this goddamn sickening soundtrack again, because it's all the you know, it's a theme I don't like, and it never grew on me. So why are you forcing it down my throat so many freaking times? I'm not gonna enjoy listening to it, you know? So stop, just stop. Bring variety. Don't make me listen to the same old tune whenever I'm going against a team from another period. You should have Zeus team, you should have the Chaos team, you should have the Genesis team, you should have the Ogre team, because they're timeless. They're themes, and you want to hear them when you go against them. Chrono Stone didn't fix this in its totality, though it did bring some themes back, which is very good, and there's also a lot of variety in music. Again, thank God. But still, you know, I still see Inazuma 3 as the magnus opus of the Inazuma games. Why? Well, it pretty much bought everything from 1 and 2, plus, and by that I mean players, music, moves, and just added even more into that, which this game failed to do. But anyway, 6-0. Yeah, I just ramble on, holy crap. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, because I sure did enjoy ranting a little bit. And holy crap, oh, I got the Wallet Catch Plus, wow. I didn't expect that, nice. And I hope you enjoyed this episode, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until then, I'm Demir, being a fail.